Well, I was just driving up to Petrified Forest and I passed a sign for Biosphere 2 through the University of Arizona, and it's in the 90s where they were sealing people in there and seeing how they would do in the closed-in environment, I guess for Mars missions. Anyway, I decided to pull over and check this place out. Maybe do a tour. I don't know. Kind of cool. So I'm doing the Biosphere 2 tour. It was $27 for the whole tour, and you download an app and it's like your tour guide. And so this is the first number where we can listen to the tour. A nice view. Here's the biospheres. This is Biosphere 2 and all the different environments. There were two groups of people who lived in here, one for 2 years, one for 6 months, and now they've transitioned it to experiments for soil and plant life versus inhabitation by people, and it's owned and run by the University of Arizona. Getting ready to head into the building. I think going into the kitchen first. So Biosphere 2 was built to study Biosphere 1, to see if, which is Earth, to see if they could replicate a closed Earth system. Not necessarily to colonize a planet, but potentially the information could be used for that.
Allow researchers to create 3D models of their landscapes, which yield unparalleled insight into the water cycle and how it relates to hydrology and ecology on our hill slopes and mountains. As a massive experiment, LEO is helping us understand some of the most fundamental processes that sustain life on Earth.
The Biosphere 2 was built to recreate the major biomes here on Earth. And of course, with over 70% of the Earth's surface covered with ocean, it was critical that we have an ocean ecosystem. Our key studies resilience of coral reefs under future changing ocean conditions. The Biosphere 2 is truly a unique opportunity for this because we have both scale and control. The
Biosphere 2 is no longer a closed, sealed system. Now, the 40-acre Biosphere 2 campus is being used as a model city to develop and test technologies for sustainable power sources and better resource management. Our big questions are not limited to Earth. Our original test module is now being converted into a high-fidelity analog for SAM. When complete, SAM will be a sealed, human-in-the-loop system that simulates an off-world habitat. With an airlock, hub, and crew quarters, academic and commercial research teams will experiment with fertile soil creation, renewable energy development, computer modeling, and crew procedures. The physical size of Biosphere 2 is matched by the ambition of its educational mission to show how science, technology, engineering, and mathematics are vital to our future. And
Here's part of the biosphere where they're growing grapefruit and fig and guava, lemon, lime, coffee. Said they could, when they were in here for 2 years, they could have coffee once or twice a month. That's how much they grew. Really cool. Look at that. There's some of the grapefruits starting to grow. Inside here they have a ton of little basalt pebbles, and they're allowing moss and things to grow to fix nitrogen and to see how soil development starts. Very cool. This place is huge. Lots of research going on here. We'll continue the tour. Over here are the generators, the heating and cooling units. If they didn't have that inside the biosphere, would reach lethal temperatures for human beings in 30 minutes here in the Arizona Sonoran Desert. And they use diesel and natural gas. Cool, getting to go into this massive greenhouse. So excited. Look at this. I would love one of these. Look at how things grow. They're just plastered up against the window. Amazing. It's huge. Excited. Oh my gosh, it feels amazing in here. It's cool. There's a breeze. They have all of these green plants to convert carbon dioxide into oxygen to produce oxygen for the facility. It feels so good in here. Look, there's a giant saguaro in here. They have got everything in here. This is amazing. So cool, and it feels so good. The temperature. Well, we're leaving the tropics here where the mangroves are and coming into a man-made ocean where they've been studying the effects of ocean acidification on corals, and they actually increased the CO2 in here scientifically and saw the effects on the plants, and the plants really struggled with a heavily increased CO2 load. So this is a whole ocean system that they've developed inside, and they're seeing how everything is interacting. Got a huge tree in here. One of the bay lock doors for when it was actually inhabited by people who were locked in here for 2 years. Looks like I'm going to the rainforest next. You just follow these little red arrows through. But I'll turn around and see what this thing looks like in whole. Wow. Amazing. This is the rainforest. Looks like one. Looks like we're in the jungles of Costa Rica. So cool. It feels definitely more hot and humid in here. Well, there is the building that houses the ocean and all of the plants and the different environments. This is the rainforest building. It's like Costa Rica in there. And then the mountains out here. And next, I think I'm following these lines, going to the casitas, where places where people are living, the researchers. Look at those plants smashed up against the building, everyone competing for sunlight. That is amazing. They said they started out with 400 species of tropical plants in there, and now they're down to 100, and they expected that would happen. Wow, that looks like that will take a lot of maintenance.